Man, YouTube does not like fucking my OS right now. Should be fine though. We'll let it ride. Oh boy. See how it goes. Oh man. Been a minute since I've been on YouTube. There we go. That's better. Ugh. Lighting a little bit. Ugh. That'll make it look better. I swear. It's because it doesn't like the, it doesn't like my, Stream Deck for some reason. It's not overly fond of it.
Safe area.
That's fine. Ooh. How are things? How are you?
Biggest inventory in DC.
Oh boy. Ain't nothing going on right now. Just going around enjoying the new stuff. I don't know what you guys have been doing. I'm just hanging out. I'm probably gonna go to the DZ. I haven't been in a minute. I'd like to see what's going on. I think I'm gonna get rid of anything that's 5 or less. Get real picky. Because new content comes new stuff. It's not even the old mug, it's a new mug. I got this winter break as a present. But indeed, if you're referring to me as the mug, I'm okay with that too. It's been nice. It's been nice getting back into it. Seeing what's up. How have you been? Doing well?
This should fill up my inventory.
Because I kind of want to talk about some stuff tonight. Be nice to bounce some ideas off of somebody. Gosh, I saw some stuff. I saw some stuff and I want to talk about it, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My status is poor. I got a lot of kilobytes. What's it talking about? How's my stream looking? Is it looking alright? Because it's, my, it says my stream health is bad, but it looks fine to me. When I clicked over, it slowed down a bit. Taking a break. I will. I'll walk, here, I'll walk around a little bit. Ew. It should be fine. It says poor, and I don't know why it says poor.
Yeah, you're not as crisp as you normally are.
Huh.
But it's not like distracting. It's a little,
Okay.
It definitely seems a little slow though.
I might have to check the settings. It's been a hot minute since I streamed over here, so I was just checking the settings. Whenever it really starts goofing up, it's because I'm looking at the other window. I don't know. Seems weird that it's complaining so much. It might be the Elgato. Elgato has been plaguing absolutely everything. It's been terrible. Been making oh, there's the commando again. But making everything a little bit weird to run. Like adds another layer to the computing for some reason.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Ugh.
Take all this.
There we go. I'm gonna go in the DZ now that I cleared out the stash a little bit. Go hang out, see what's going on. Well, let me make sure I spent these. Yeah, this firewall. I don't know. I feel like nobody's looked at this thing hard enough and thought about it. Because this thing is absolutely bananas.
Yeah, I haven't seen very many people talking about it.
I don't know why. Allies deal 10% to enemies that are within 10 meters. Fantastic. On armor break, apply burn to enemies within 10 or 5 meters. You instantly burn people when your armor breaks. What is that? That's bullshit. Actually, I can see my mic is taking a little longer to light up on the top left. So it might be right. If it's because I have the Elgato and I have the Discord up at the same time, that'd be upsetting. Bonus armor, 50%. Cover to cover. And then to make sure things burn, you have a fire starter. So nice. And you have a striker shield. Gives bonuses to you and anyone behind you against people in front of you. Ugh. Cluster grenade's weird. That's a weirdo one. I don't really think this guy's overly effective. Yeah, it's seriously, this is like... No, what should be flashing is nimble. Nimble. This is essentially a nimble tank. Dive tank, if you will. Use the language of more recent times, right? So... God, this thing is... interesting. I don't think I have any other ways of... No, maybe this guy. Just before I go to the dark zone, I want to grab as many points as I can. Excuse me for getting more points. Alright, I just want more of this fireball. It's interesting, though, because it doesn't particularly, right, because of the cluster grenade, it doesn't... You would think it would have an incendiary, right? But that's for Survivalist. Survivalist has the incendiary. So you'd think the combo between this and, say, Pestilence, right? Set yourself ablaze, set the enemy on fire, everybody's on fire, Pestilence, hip fire,
Hostiles guarding location.
have at it, right? Or not even Pestilence would be hip fire. You'd hip fire a shotgun because Pestilence is, it's while equipped, right? Gives you the bonus. But, no, I found that it's actually more the Sweet Dreams for me that gets the job done. Like the mechanics of it. The evasion. Where the hell am I going? Do I not have it? Thought I clicked it. There it goes. I'm one of those people who can't get around without the GPS on. Where am I? North. Go north. It's north of you.
Hostile control point detected.
Ugh. Alright.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
I like that this thing makes you jump between different different modes, right? You got the shotgun out with the shield, and then you're in cover, then you're bouncing cover to cover using the bonus armor to approach. Then out comes the shield. Oh, we're gonna figure that out when we get in there. I don't know what the meta is. Last time anybody checked the meta, it was lots of bombs, shotguns. The thing is, shotguns, the double barrels, they took a 40% nerf. So I can't imagine too many people running around just banging away. You know, unless they really wanted to keep doing it. So, we'll see. So, boom. Cover to cover, pull out the Sweet Dreams, melee. Oh, you blew up too soon. That's fine. Well, there you go. Mechanics. Every time you roll, 20% more damage. You do the cover to cover to have more bonus armor. Nice. Roll. Shield. Easy. And then the idea here is to never have to reload, right? Because Sweet Dreams has that lovely feature where you roll with it. Not only do you get damage, you get more ammo, right? Also, as a backup, I have that little guy that on my holster. Fill her up. Very nice. Reload the double barrel. Get both of my shotguns reloaded. Feels good. I imagine this is a nice dive tank build at the moment. I don't know if anybody else has been getting in on it. Couldn't tell you. It's where I'm at right now. I feel this feels right. Feels good. Is this where they're at? Am I on the wrong side? What have I done? I hear them. They see me. Hello? Oh. What are they doing? Ah! Okay, they're there. There you go. Oh, they killed their teammate. No.
That's the target agent.
Got my ability back. Got armor on kill. I forgot to mention that. This thing has armor on kill. It's kind of nice.
Just let it.
Oh, I can't melee that. Reload. Reload everything. I also have the scanner here. Additional 20% because of the perfect... give me a moment while I shoot this guy. Perfect... Ugh. This guy. Am I thinking of perfect fucking spotter? There we go. Jesus Christ.
That's another one down. Good job, agent.
Got perfect spotter on this thing. So it's nice. It's really nice. I like this build. Probably not as refined as a lot of other people's builds because I haven't played in like 2 months. But I think it will fare pretty well wherever I take it. Mission giver. It is the mission giver. I don't know why there's a mission giver right there. I will go talk to the mission giver. And then the DZ. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about where we're headed right now. We got the tanks. Straight up tanks with this new specialization. And then we got paladins.
Russians nearby.
With survivalist. You got your ranger DPS with the pet that drones out stuff with the sharpshooter. Like, we're starting to really diversify our bonds here, and it's pleasing. I'm quite pleased. Feels like we're doing pretty good.
They should have been back hours ago.
Side
What do you want me
mission?
to say, Will? What can we do if we go after them? Besides, Davy needs us.
I know. Hey, you're a division agent, right?
Yes.
Please, you have to help us. Our two eldest went to look for supplies in the Department of the Interior building. That was
Uh-oh.
last night. They're not back yet, and we're afraid that they... Can you help them? Their names are Jack and Millie.
Yep. Alright. Sure thing, bud. Department of the Interior.
Scene to the Department of the Interior. We need you to find them.
Hey, Redline. Happy birthday. I hope you had a happy one. A festive one.
Nearby location. Guarded by
Oh, it's been quite the day. Oh my god. Been busy. Feels good though. Feels like I've done a lot. Had progress. Cap it off with a stream.
hostile
Yo.
contact nearby.
Somebody explain to me hashtag
Civilians in
slugfest. Like, give me a good rundown of it, because I can give you what I think of it real quick. But I want somebody to like tell me about it from a genuine point of view who's feeling that. Like, I need to hear some is anybody about that? Anybody here? Cuz
down there, agent. Let's hope Jack and Millie have just
so far as I've seen, it was a reaction to the last like 10 minutes of a 2.5 hour stream, and it made me question if anybody watched the whole damn stream or not.
Weapon.
Ah! Ah!
They must have been talking about Jack and Millie.
Somebody, anybody.
Alive.
Slugfest. Gotcha. Alright. See. But the question is why? The question is why? Because I understand the PvP community wanting to do a certain thing with the Dark Zone. Because they do it already. Alright? I'm not overly happy with what they do when they get in there. But the PvP community, did they listen to the Dark Zone section?
Over here.
Like I feel like
The elevator shaft.
the Dark Zone section of that that stream was really good. Like it was really good. Lots of good information that was super helpful. Lots of good improvements. You know, like the rogue button being 300 milliseconds. That's crazy fast. Right? You know, making it so everyone has to extract everything. So there's no, like, nothing's free, right? Everybody has to extract. Like, I feel like
300 milliseconds is point.
we're talking about 0.3 seconds here. Like, zip! Just pow! It's on. Right? It's tenths of a second. Right? Like, you could accidentally trigger Rogue with with what they got. I don't know. I feel like people were looking for a specific thing, which was the increase in the capacity, but they didn't hear everything else. Right. I understand that. But I feel like if the PvP community was listening to that whole DZ section, like, intently, they wouldn't feel the way they do. You know what I mean? Like, because the pendulum, because when the DZ was launched initially, when the game was launched, it was very much leaning in that PvE direction, right? They had the multiple ways of going rogue, but it wasn't quite rogue, and it was essentially a way of training new players to go rogue, and it was very wishy-washy, right? But now they're swinging that pendulum entirely the other way. They're going hard on PvP in the Dark Zone. Spam nades and crowd.
We need to get out of here.
I mean, there's with the new weapons, the new way they're gonna be doing stuff. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as it has been, right? You have weapons that want you to be mobile, like that epic or not epic, the exotic, Jesus Christ, the exotic SMG, right? It, for every step you take or whatever, gives you stacks for damage buffing, and then amplifies the damage you do.
That was insane. Thank you
Well,
much.
Seriously.
the idea of what they're doing is stacking up these elements that improve your chances of encountering someone, right? The problem is encounters. If you really want to get down to it, it's not even a PvP thing. It's a PvEVP thing. There's not enough encounters happening for you to sustain combat or what have you. Like, the problem is not necessarily the size.
Hostage situation detected.
It very much is the last thing on the list that they're going to change. It's on their list, but they won't change it. Not yet. They're trying everything. Remember Striker? Striker, they tried every damn thing, right? They were like, man, let's go after Nomad and Predator. Let's add stamina back in. Let's do this, that, the other, right? Let's balance some of these guns. It took them to like the last update,
Scan in progress.
right? Did I choose the right one? I might not have. Either way, but they just refused to go after Striker because they were so scared of the repercussions. Do I not? Oh, there it is. Okay, I did go in the right one. So they're gonna be slow. They're gonna drag their feet. They're gonna drag their feet hard. Like, I know you want that immediate, oh, let's increase the zone. I get it. I get it, but you're also wanting it for the wrong reasons. Like, the DZ, you gotta look at it from the design standpoint, right? They're going hard with the new PvEVP stuff. They're like saying, oh, you can't get anything out without extracting. They're just like saying, okay, everything has to be a player interaction, otherwise it doesn't work. Everything in the dark zone, player interaction. Well, Goaty, the problem with Striker, once it got the 6-piece bonus, it was the most broken gear set in the game. And it literally ruined the game for a year. Like, it made the game hot, wet garbage.
Supplies detected.
Like, you forget, before, like, literally the last patch, 1.8.3, hottest of garbage, because you could only play 3 gear sets, and you were wrong if you played anything but Striker. Did I go the wrong way? I did.
Drinking water detected.
Go east. No, wait. West, my son. Like, it was bad. They were bad times. They went and they nerfed Nomad and Predator, and there was really nothing stopping Striker anymore. It needed an everything nerf. It was bad. It needed. And the thing is, you know how those devs work. They double down.
Scanning. Access.
It's like, there was no point.
Now entering
But to get on
dark zone.
topic more with what we're talking about, you gotta think like a dev, right? They're saying, hey, I don't want a slugfest, right? Look at our They don't want a slugfest, right? Okay. They don't want a slugfest. Well, what are some reasons that go along the devs' line of thought for increasing the size, right? Because it's not going to be enough. Is there a phone?
Electronic device detected.
Huh. It's not going to be enough that you want a PvP in there because they are encouraging PvP, player interaction. That is their shit. They're about that right now. But what they're not about is pointless PvP. They don't want you just PvPing for PvP's sake, right? And I'm still fearful that a lot of people are still asking for something like that. Oh, it doesn't feel good. Uh-oh. Ugh. Like, they want you to PvP because there's stuff involved, right? I mean, that's the point of the DZ, is to get in here and mix it up with people because you need to get something out. Extractions. They're focusing on extractions, right?
Almost within range.
So if you can make an argument to those devs in terms that make sense to them, right? Like, say, like I was saying, player interactions. We need more player interactions because it feels empty, and those player interactions liven the dark zone. You want people to fight over gear. Well, their solution was to have 3 extractions and make it so you only get gear out if you extract. Right? That's the only thing they want to do. They make it a point where it's objective based. Everything is objective based, and you're fighting around those objectives. You're fighting around whatever gear drops, and you're fighting around whatever extraction happens. They want you to fight around those things, those events, right? They don't want you to sit at a door and just slap at each other, right? Because that's pointless. That doesn't help anybody. That doesn't get you anything.
Hilo is headed back.
Am I headed toward an active manhunt? Where is this? Manhunt zone? Hold on a second. Is that them? No, that's not them. But you get what I'm saying? Oh, I'm in the zone and they're headed over this way. There's like... four of them? Pretty spread out. It's just... I don't know. Feels like a lot of people missed the point of a lot of the changes they were making to the Dark Zone and how they could benefit them in such a way where they may not need to expand the number of players. You know, if the last 10 minutes were what irked people, it made me feel like they didn't watch the whole thing, right? Or at least they didn't watch the Dark Zone portion, right? Like, I felt like there were significant enough changes. And even then, if you're a PvP person, You shouldn't be requesting things for the Dark Zone. That's not... The thing you should be asking for is PvP content, not PvEVP content. Just because the Dark Zone is here, you shouldn't be requesting things for it. You need content for you. Because you think sitting at a door circle jerking's fun. Go fucking get a game mode where you constantly respawn and you actually do something productive with it, right? You know what we don't have? Last Stand. We don't have Last Stand. We don't have survival. We don't have a proper skirmish. Like, because they have, you know, this super casual fucking... what is it? Conflict?
Extraction called.
It's awful. It's awful. The reason they're in the Dark Zone, I imagine, is because conflict sucks. I don't think there's anyone who would disagree with me on that. Conflict sucks. No? Like, it's like a roulette of stupid fucking game modes. Completely unranked, unmanageable. You can't even pick the modes, right? It's awful. Like, who would bother? Not anyone serious.
Kilo almost out of extraction now.
Only those desperate enough to try and make it work. I'm telling you. So what's the point? We shouldn't be trying to alter the Dark Zone in the image of PvP content. We should be getting PvP content. It just doesn't make sense to me, man. I don't get it. Like, things could be so much better if people would organize and think about what they're actually wanting instead of just demanding random shit that hoves in front of them. Like somebody stupid on Twitter says, "Hey, we should have 16 players," and everybody just goes, "Bray, that's the best. We should have that. That sounds marginally better than the thing I already have." And it's like, yeah, marginally, because the thing you should have is actual fucking PvP, not some fucking pseudo form of it in the Dark Zone. Dark Zone is PvEVP, and they're proving it by saying, hey, everything's a player interaction, but you're still extracting stuff. It's based on interactions, and it's based on objectives. Interactions on objectives. Like, they said, don't step in the Dark Zone unless you're stepping in to fight somebody. But it's based on gear. Get that shit out. Or even money. DZ money. You grab stuff, you disassemble it, you got money now. You're getting DZ credits. Which is a new mechanic. Like, it baffles me, like, how people reacted, and I feel like we got nowhere. But that's the thing, is they're saying that the gear will not be hot garbage, right? Oh. I was, still might.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if he shoots me in the back. Gonna have to spin on him. But that was the thing, is they're saying, well, the gear, right? The gear is trash. Right now it's trash. If you listen to when they were talking about the Dark Zone, the gear is not supposed to be trash in the Dark Zone. Plus, there's going to be 6 exotics in there. They're going to try and make it worth your while. They're trying. That is one of the sticking points. Is I hope that the loot gets better. They were making comments that suggested it was going to get better. So I feel like, again, people weren't listening. They spent more time looking for a very specific comment that they wanted to hear. And it just ain't gonna fucking happen. Right? And that's a thing that they talked about too. The specialized builds. This is all stuff they were talking about. I'm telling you. Alright, look, you have this guy, look. 200% over 10 seconds. This motherfucker is a tank. He gets, his bonuses are to shields. He gives 10% damage against enemies that he's near. 10 meters or less. Look at this. His 50% bonus armor when I covered a cover move. Alright? They are diversifying their bonds when it comes to these specialists. And that is the first layer. The next layer is what you're equipping. Those exotics, if you listen to how they described that SMG, it's a mobility exotic. That would actually go well with this particular setup, by the way. It'd be good for a nimble setup, which is essentially what we have here. But what I'm talking about is your gameplay, your strategy, your approach. It's influenced by what you equip and what specialist you're running, right? You play that specialist, you play that build, and now you're playing a different game than you would with anybody else. This guy's a straight tank. Straight up bruiser or a tank, right? You only get one option. You gotta be close, you gotta be mean about it. Like, that's all of his bonuses are based on being, oh my god, so close to the target. Being 5 meters. 5 meters, it gives you a burn when your armor depletes. What? So if I'm within 5 meters of anybody, when my armor depletes, they burn. That's crazy. And also lends itself to something like Unbreakable, right? Or not even Unbreakable, just armor on kill, right? You just get armor back, it breaks again, boom, you got yourself a nice another burn to anybody within 5 meters. It's just they want to stack mechanics. They want to. They're reaching. They're trying their damnedest, right? They want to get people to think differently, to play differently. Like stuff doesn't have to be cut and dry the way it is, right? There's right now, people are still scared, right? People are still scared because of what they've witnessed before. You know, the double barrels ruled the world for a while. You had a bunch of, like, you had the Seeker Mine builds going around blowing everybody up. Like, I understand. There's a lot of A lot of stuff that makes people uncomfortable. Ah! I am doing this poorly. That was supposed to be all my extra armor. I'm dead. I goofed that so hard. I think mechanically I should pull the shield out, then melee. But they stopped giving me extra melee damage. With the shotguns, they're giving me like armor damage. Which is interesting, because they actually made this set. They made these sets, when they update the sets, Badger Tough is actually armor on kill, shotgun damage, and extra armor, I think. If I remember correctly. It's not all in that order. Like, the first thing is definitely shotgun damage, but... And I think armor on kill is the last thing. But... it just... I'm telling you, between them making builds very different and very diversified, especially because they've reduced the number of things that influence a build, right? So it makes it so that the talents that are on the gear pieces have to be bigger and more influential, right? They have to do more. So like the stuff on your mask, your chest piece, your backpack, those things, they gotta be huge. Not only that, they have to have a lot of them, right? So instead of having these like little incomplete talents on each individual piece, like they'll put real big ones, right? Which kind of sucks because, you know, they take away that you know, puzzle piece interactivity that you do where you try and, you know, make something kind of funky. But you'll still have that because you'll have up to 4 pieces, right? Because an exotic, you can throw an exotic on and suddenly you have 4 pieces with talents. Because the exotics will all still have their talents. Well, a talent, not necessarily the one that they have. You get my meaning.
Extraction called for.
This is very, very interesting.
Retrieving contaminated gear.
It's very interesting. I'm very excited. I just want the PvP community to really think about what they want. Because right now, I don't think they understand what they want. I don't think they know what they want. I know what they want to do to the DZ, but I don't think that's actually what they really want. Honestly.
Extraction helo.
Like, the only reason they want to do stuff to the DZ to change it in their image is because they don't have a place to be. They really, really need this year 2 to be about them. Year 2's gotta be about PvP. The thing is, devs, if they put all the work in and already done with the PvE content, then I would think there isn't much more to do, right? Manhunts, 2, 3 of them. Oh, I guess rifles are a thing. I got stunned?
Yo, dude, you still got that shield, man.
Agent vital signs 0.
What up, P?
Hey, yo, what's up? How's it going? Killed me before I pulled it out.
Loading complete. Ready to go.
Helo is headed back.
See, that's why I think I need to pull the shield out, because I can pull the shield and the shotgun at the same time.
Safe area entered.
Did I get stumbled? What stumbled me?
Entering occupied dark zone.
I didn't even see it. Eh. Are they running? I bet they're doing their manhunt thing. Well, people are on fire. Well, I thought fire was for sure gonna be like better by the time because of the hip fire buff, right? Or not buff, but you see how you slow down on the hip fire now? So I thought, oh my god, I thought for sure no, why? Whoa. That is not quite what I was going for. Where are we going here? Are you? Oh. Ah. Yep. Try and narrow that down a bit. Ah!
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, like, but
Agent down.
Almost got him. I don't think so at all. I don't think I was anywhere near getting him with 4 of them on me.
Safe area detected.
Got the approach going.
Occupied dark zone.
I'm gonna try and get this approach right. Oh no! I'll be down. Oh, is that what got me last time? Was the seeker?
Landmark engaged.
Oh, that went right through my shield.
Immediate medical assistance.
hey, I
needed.
think the shield works better
Agent
than
out of
that.
action. Agent deceased.
Ugh.
Safe area entered.
I'm gonna give this a go.
Entering occupied dark
I
zone.
haven't gotten a PvP in so long. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Incoming cargo plane with dark zone drop.
Oh, they're throwing it on me now. I'm stuck. Oh no. Oh, is that what they're using that for now? The trying to get people stuck.
You get the pow pow.
Serious
I see. They flanked me.
agent down.
Understood. They're still scared apparently of the shotgun.
Agent vital signs 0.
I'm gonna have to give it a go.
Safe area detected.
Come back.
Now entering an occupied dark zone.
Wait for me. Oh, that didn't do shit for damage.
Agent out of action.
Did I miss?
Agent killed.
I feel like I didn't even hurt his armor.
Safe area entered.
Did the roll into the shield?
Entering occupied dark zone.
Hmm. Oh wow, yeah. Like that's doing nothing.
Serious trauma detected. Agent incapacitated. Agent deceased.
I wonder what the damage frame I need to aim for. They're apparently all running like the same build too. I wonder if there's a very specific thing that they... Ah! I'm under the opinion that the Bulwark is a much better shield than this thing. Ah!
Signs critical. Agent down. Agent
I feel like this one is good for like PvE content. But if I don't have a team, well, I mean, it could be good for PvP, but because I don't have a squad, no one's gonna get a bonus. Let me see. Yeah, this one. So Bulwark is like generally what I would think is the better. It's like your standard shield. I can't wait to get that Rat King. That thing's hilarious looking. Active regen. Is there Bulwark health anywhere? I saw Bulwark had like crazy health. Bulwark. There you go. Stacked to the rafters.
entering occupied dark zone.
Well, it means I have to use the sawn off now. Which I think is fine. Might be able to nab one. Ooh.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Did it hurt him?
Agent.
Did it hurt him?
incapacitated.
I think it got like most of his armor in one hit. I'm honestly, I'm having a hard time telling. It's making me nervous.
Agent deceased. Safe area detected.
I don't know if I'm hurting him or not.
Entering an occupied dark zone.
Yeah. Nope,
Serious
didn't even
trauma
make it.
detected. Agent down.
I was hoping to outlast that with the bonus armor, but
Signs 0.
I did not.
Entering safe area.
So I can
Occupied dark zone.
take a little bit, and then can I use the med kit before I'm damaged? Whoa! Whoa!
Circle the enemy. Target took a hit.
Excuse me?
Need another man here.
Oh wow! I didn't even hit that thing.
Vital signs
Oh, he hit my
critical.
toe.
Agent incapacitated.
My toe.
Agent killed.
I'm glad I ran into attacking them because these guys are
Safe
always PvPing. So this is a good idea to get a feel for what's going on out here.
dark zone.
So apparently all of them are running rifle builds. Or maybe they're marksmen. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Assistance needed. Agent down.
You guys leaving me by myself?
I wanted to pull out my shield, and I went and grabbed the.
Signs 0.
Oh, he's dead.
Entering.
He's so dead. You're leaving me by myself. He's fine. Fine. I don't feel like I'm hurting him. Do you see his armor bar?
Agent deceased.
Is that based? Are they doing? You have to be on the cover to get that bonus, the armor recovery for headshots.
Now entering an occupied dark zone.
Am I not understanding something, or? Did they change that? They could have changed that. I mean, I think I should be able to down one of them within 10 meters. I would think. I could be wrong. Oh, did that dude just... Oh, not tech. Ooh, did that grenade just get him real good? Jump! Jump!
Detected.
I don't think I'm hurting him, am I?
Extraction called.
I don't see his armor bar move.
Agent killed. Safe area entered.
I don't know.
Entering.
I can pull out my debuff build, but I don't think it'd fare any better.
Helo almost.
I don't know why I can't hurt these guys.
Engaging landmark.
It sucks that the PvP... Oh, hey.
Helo arrived.
Sucks that the PvP thing is, multipliers ×3. Makes your shield feel super flimsy, even with 3 health mods. Gosh, I don't know, man.
Dark zone drop expired.
How much armor are people running around with? Bleh, 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 bleh. I have to do some research. Been a hot minute, so... Yeah, are we trying to shoot my feet, I bet. So they're all running what appears to be cluster mines, because this... 400 to 600. Like, I'm running 3 of these things, and I'm getting like 300. Was the was the market that good to them? They were all buying those high armor those high armor drops in the vendors. Those vendor drops were real good for them. God, I guess if you didn't do the vendor game, man, you fell behind. I don't, man. Like, I thought maybe if you farmed around, you'd eventually find something, but I can't even hurt these guys. Even so. Like, I was, like, square shooting these dudes in the chest. I'll have to look back at the footage. I felt like I wasn't even taking their armor down. I mean, admittedly, this is a 312-6 build, right? This is really just meant to be tanky. I'm meant to be in their face and have a buddy help me, right? So maybe I'm not meant to do any damage, right? Maybe those reds that increase your damage, your crits by, you know, however much, that would be the difference maker, right? But, if they're running around with that much armor, breaking through my shield and stuff, I don't know. Vicious. Look at this now. Look at what they're doing.
Occupied dark zone.
Look, look at this. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at what they're doing. Just hugging door as hard as they can.
Agent has disavowed the
Aw,
division.
he's dead. At least he downed one of them. Well, damn, I should have been still logging in and doing those must-buys of the week. God. Well, I sure do hope that when they redo the gear, they kind of fix that issue. Look at them go. See, is this not a thing that should be happening in, like, a PvP place? Like, this isn't a dark zone thing. Like, we should be in conflict. Like, fighting over stuff. Like, all they're doing is just pointless. Says the guy who's been getting his
Dark zone.
face punched in for the past 15-20 minutes.
Admittedly.
I just feel like... Oh, I thought you were NPC. You scared me. Oh, I can't even talk to him. Where's my settings? Microphone. Why is it default to that? Foresight. Now can I talk? Hip. Ah, I can talk now. I'm audible.
Yeah.
Man, I was shooting those dudes square in the chest, and I felt like I wasn't doing any damage. It hurt my feelings.
They have a lot of gear, man, compared to where you were.
Damn.
It's all good. That's about to change in a little bit for them. They're gonna have to reform everything. Playing since the game started, I haven't stopped, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but will it still have that vendor problem where there's like the best way to farm for gear is to wait for the vendor to spawn weird items and go buy them? Because I want to farm for gear, right? I don't want to go around to different vendors at different clan levels and shit and buy my gear. I would like to go farm for it. It's a looter shooter, right? If I'm not shooting for my looting, then what the fuck am I doing? But now I have run into people who have at least double my armor, apparently. 2 months out of play. And there you go. So hopefully this is another thing that gets remedied with the new... that new patch. You never know. Oh no. I'm just hoping that I get to loot for good gear instead of having to go vendor. That's all. That's all.
Invite me into your group.
Okay. Give me a second.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
There you go.
You have been promoted to group leader. An agent from your clan has joined your team.
Gotta feed on that agent.
Don't do it. One? Oh yeah, we're in Bulwark. I can't... See, I knew it. I knew it! That PvE shield is so good. I wish it was at least viable slightly. PvP, but at the moment it's not. I would have thought maybe the buffs you got from being, you know, in front of an enemy. I thought maybe they would have given it the decent PvP buff to make it viable. I was wrong, probably. I had hopes. We'll see. Tap? Nope. It's gotta be within a certain number of seconds. Got it.
Like that, Cabral?
Ugh. What type of PvP modes would anybody like to see? Since I'm complaining so much about everybody's intent to change the DZ to suit their needs, how about positive, right? Let's construct some PvP modes that are worthwhile.
Contaminated gear detected.
Oh hell, that is a turret. Whoever turret is hitting me, I'm fried. Elite, oh, I can't even aim. I don't know. I have to do damage, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I'm gonna go to the firing range in a little bit. Go to the firing range and see if I can test this build's damage out. And see if it's actually the build or if they have just some Spartan-esque stuff going on. So I mean, attacking them, they're usually really on their shit. Whatever they're using is gonna be good.
Yeah.
It just seemed real unfortunate that they were all using the same build.
I mean, you're also 1v4ing them, which is...
Well, there were other people around.
Oh.
I wasn't exactly alone. There was... I mean, I wasn't coordinating with the other people, if that's worth noting. But,
Chopper inbound. Extraction called. Ambush detected.
Push detect. They came early.
Another dead asshole.
I'm being robbed. Help. Oh, wait, it's... Simulated PvP. God damn it. I wish,
Kilo at the extraction zone.
I wish it'd be less about that.
On site.
At least with the new stuff, it sounds like they're going for actual PvP at objectives.
Chopper will leave in 30 seconds. Seconds, and then we go.
Yeah, and that's kind of a problem too, right? That I can be, what, 12 defensive stats in and not feel the least bit tanky.
Everything's aboard and ready to go. Hilo is returning to base.
It's kind of rough. Nah. I think those guys left.
Did it transfer when I joined?
I don't know. I don't even know where I would look to see if we were transferring, to be honest with you. I don't know what symbol I'm looking for. I don't know. Like, they don't explain that.
Engaging landmark.
See, I liked it when the shotgun gave you melee damage, because then I could run around with the shield and melee people. But they took that away. They were like, nah, it's time to give it armor damage. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Bust it down! Vaya con Dios, asshole!
More people are probably gonna enjoy the armor damage, but I think I really enjoyed the melee damage. They are crowding around you, bud.
Detecting contaminated gear.
No stun. You take away my melee damage and you don't let me at least stun people with the shield.
Contaminated gear detected.
Feel discriminated against.
Gotcha!
Ugh. I'll have to try and put something together for when those guys show up again. Damage build. Probably sniper.
All my builds are really set up for the raid.
This thing's more of a tank. Which doesn't really lend itself to killing anybody.
Shut up.
Landmark engaged.
Man down, right here!
Jammer on the way!
Stay up!
There it goes. Ugh.
Hey, look what I got!
You're dead! Take a load off!
Stand down! I got no left.
Throwing a cover!
Oh, hell.
I don't fucking know. They're not dead yet!
Contaminated gear.
Fuck off!
No sweat.
Ah.
Gear detected.
Exploded all over me. Gross.
It's also really annoying. I keep hearing chop.
Yeah, I feel like a chopper noise hasn't gone away.
The entire time.
Oh, it's just choppers overhead the whole time.
Yeah.
So you can't really hear anything coming or going. You're just choppers everywhere.
Yeah.
How exciting.
haven't ran into anybody.
Yeah, I think we got transferred out, man. I'll put something up here and see if anybody comes.
Kilo inbound.
Extraction called for. Ambush detected.
Jesus.
Another ambush.
5% or lower, or whatever they were calling it. Whatever chance. Sure, bud.
Just like before. Copy that. I'll deal with it.
Kilo almost at extraction now.
There you go.
Kilo arrived.
Simulation. You know what it is? This server's empty. So they're just gonna keep hitting us with those. How much you wanna bet?
I wish they were at least harder.
Pick
Like,
up,
they
you got it.
come when the extraction. You know?
Like, oh, it's a rare occurrence. Man, fuck you.
30 seconds until departure.
Ain't any players in
5
this
choppers in the
DZ.
air, right? 6.
Kind of bullshit.
15 seconds and we're outbound.
Well, that was good while it lasted. I think I'm gonna get out of here. See, this is why the transfer thing is like... They gotta fucking reconsider sometimes. It's alright, I guess.
Oh, I wanted to try some PvP.
Yeah, well here, fucking... I'm gonna drop group and see if you can hear me while we're rogue or whatever.
Okay.
You have left
Hey,
the
Chris. How do I, Alright, can you hear me?
Can you? I can hear you.
Yeah, it's double. So it looks like at least in here.
serious trauma.
Ah, see? I've set you on fire, you
Agent
schmuck.
out of action.
How goes it,
Agent
Chris?
vital signs 0.
We're just checking on the, VoIP. Ah, Blue Shadow. It's been a hot minute.
Detected. Entering occupied dog
Hey,
zone.
Ponch. I'm probably gonna call it quits soon.
Okay.
It's good to see that VoIP
Kilo is returning to
is
base.
actually works there.
Extraction.
Is there somebody? Where?
Northern extraction. Too bad I'm not gonna make it.
It's already departing, I think.
Yeah.
Exiting occupied dog zone.
And at least they put somebody in the dark zone with us. That was awful nice of them.
Yeah.
Goddamn, dumped us in a fucking empty zone.
Kilo is headed back. Now entering an occupied dog zone. You have received an invite to another agent's group.
You're live today?
You are now in a group.
Ah, see, they're gone. Ah. Ugh. That's good. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get in here quick enough. Yeah, I'm going to go to the White House and check my damage. So I felt inadequate. Felt like I wasn't hitting anything. I wasn't hitting shit for shit.
No crutch for you.
Ugh. How are you feeling about this whole unlocked firewall? That's fun. I like the tankiness of it. Whoop. What am I supposed to DPS? DPS.
God, chocolate.
Can I get it? Man, he's so far away.
You can set when the other one's on.
So far away. No. Oh, on this one, you're a different name. Reasonable, because you're on. You were originally on. Well, I see that at this range, the DPS is bad. How about here? Huh. Yeah, dude, like they were talking about reaching 1 million on their You're only on PC? Gotcha. Yeah, maybe my DPS is wacky, dude. I wonder. Well, spotter. Ain't really gonna make that much better because it's so far away. Reach. Reach. Oh wow, that still does a fair amount. So I'm doing 40. Yeah, I know. Oh, you mean... Okay. Oh, that's really nifty. That's, advanced. I'm only really hitting that 30 at the base. If I aim for the head, we can get up there to like 60. That's still not, you know, a whole lot, but I mean, for a tank class, I guess it's not bad, right? So maybe the thing I'm doing wrong is not aiming the head enough. I need to get super close, aim the head. I think I can do that much. Ones that mattered to you? Oh, the scanner must have wore off. Yeah, see, you're doing already, like, way more than I do. Damn. I don't know how to feel about shotguns now. Ooh. That's the thing, is like, I don't know if that debuff was double barrel only, or did they shadow nerf all shotguns? 'Cause that'd be rough. Be rough if they shadow nerfed all shotguns. Hey Ponch, I'm gonna get on out of here.
Yeah. Game still sucks.
I don't know. I mean, it's disappointing that people have gear that's twice as good as yours just because they were sitting on vendors for the past 2 months.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't PvP anything. I just for the trolls.
No, believe me, I was doing 0 damage and not taking any apparently. But I'm also on an unbreakable build, which takes a huge PvP nerf. Like if I really wanted to have a PvP build, it'd be Bloodsucker. But I also have to be able to kill something, which even with 12 blues on me, apparently is, you know, I'm not tanky, so I'm definitely not gonna do damage if I'm 12 blues deep. Interesting. I'm down to clown around with it some more. I plan on at least getting everything set up for when the new stuff drops. That's the plan, but well, damn. At least there's somebody taking the Dark Zone serious. Running a full 4 squad. I need to examine some more of the mechanics of it. I felt like the damage still should have been halfway decent. I'll look into it. Then again, there's a lot of damage buffs that happen between members now. So, like, if you don't have squad members, you're missing damage buffs. Like, you're completely. So, if you're walking around DZ without a partner, like at least one, you both missing a damage buff each. So, for each partner that you have after the first one, you get another damage buff of some kind. So, it makes sense to run full 5 or full 4 group. It just makes sense. Ugh.
It just works.
I wish somebody would have came in here and like at least talked to me a little bit more about that slugfest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody was into it. I tried. There's no good argument for it.
Well, maybe there's not a lot of people.
Yeah, maybe it's a small community. Maybe the 200-something people who downvoted the fucking videos that Ubisoft put out, maybe the PvP community is just small and statistically insignificant.
Well, I think ones that are keeping up with the game are. I mean, even they put out this update and all that shit, and I haven't seen a ton of people give a shit about it.
Like they're like, hey, put this hashtag on and do all this. And it's like, man, like you guys aren't even like relevant on the downvote side of things on these videos. There's like 8,000 upvotes and like less than 300 downvotes.
Yeah.
Like, you think they're gonna give the fleetingest flying of fucks? Like, you better start rethinking. I don't know. Seems goofy to me. They want to take this approach. Go for it, but devs are not going to respond well to it. Best of luck. I'm going to get out of here, Ponch. I'll see you.
See ya.
Let me see here. Alright, everybody. I have been P2H. Y'all been schmucks. I encourage each and every one of you to lie, cheat, and steal, because somebody has to win, and it should be you. God, it's been a while. But it is good to be back. May not necessarily be streaming this game. We're on Twitch, by the way. Twitch. We stream on Twitch. This game, we're going to do intermittently until the update comes out on March 3rd. March 3rd, people. Be there. Game's $3. Expansion is $30. It's not if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it this year. PvP. Let's believe in them, alright? It seems like Ubisoft loosened the reins. Come on. Don't be dicks. P2H. Out.